Hello Skele Vaderites. So I'm really excited. I was able to pick up Shadow Weaver from the MASTERVERSE collection, the Princess of Power line within that collection, recently for about $15.86, I think was the sale price, which is pretty awesome. I was a little hesitant to get this figure simply because I'm really happy with my Filmation style Super 7 Club Grayskull Shadow Weaver, which is just simply beautiful. And I'm also really happy about my Reaction Super 7 Shadow Weaver as well. She's really great too. Shadow Weaver is one of my favorite characters. I even appreciated her as a kid, even when I wasn't watching the Princess of Power She-Ra series. And I've always had an affinity for her. She's just super cool and tough as nails and doesn't take any guff from Hordak, and I love that about this character. I've seen other people's reviews on this particular Shadow Weaver, so I'm really excited to have a look at it myself, a close look. Let's get it up and out of the package and have a look. First, let's have a quick look at the box. The artwork is awesome. Just simply fantastic as usual. I mean, check this out. She looks great here. Yeah, the box art's great. So a little side note, I do want to say, and those of you who want the numbers, there they are. And a little side note, the only ones I've actually seen out in the wild is the Revelation Sorceress and Shadow Weaver. I have not seen Man-E-Faces, nor have I seen Pighead in any of the targets in my area. So it's a little bit weird. These two are kind of just hanging out on the shelves. So very interesting. But the box art is really fantastic, and I love this particular version of her story too. Pretty fantastic. All right, let's have a look at the figure. Okay, already just wow. I think that this Shadow Weaver is amazing, but I have to say this one, and I have one complaint, and we'll talk about that in a little bit, but this particular Shadow Weaver is extraordinary. The articulation, having the option for such articulation is great. She's going to be great in toy photos. Having the green skin on her arms exposed up to her biceps is great too. But then you have the option to pull her sleeves back when she's about to cast the spell. She's really great. Her gown is flexible, and she has articulation here as well. So you can have her leaning back and her waist articulation in her head. Now she's like looking up like that. I mean, this is so cool having this articulation in this character. She's sort of everything we've probably wanted Shadow Weaver to be as a figure. Not necessarily the static version, right? Even more so the Reaction static version too. Yeah, she's great. She comes with this stand, so I'm gonna go ahead and put her on the stand. We're gonna see how that looks. Pops right in there, and she looks great. I'm excited to put her on display and have her hang out with my other figures. Have her hang out in I'm gonna have to create like a Shadow Weaver corner in my display cabinet. So let's look at her accessories. She's got this, this goes on her fist. So I'm gonna go ahead and try that, see what that looks like. Here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like little finger indents, so you can fit this right onto her hand. There we go. That's pretty cool. Yeah, perfect. And then she comes with different hands. So if I'm probably gonna have her casting with both of her hands open like this, with both of her hands like this. I think that's the way I'll do it, and save that for perhaps a photo later on. And then she also comes with this other gripping hand too, and of course her wand, just like she has in all the other versions of her. Now, I do not have the Classics version, the first Classics release of her, but I'm gonna say it, I'm okay with that. This Masterverse version is awesome. I'm really happy with her, and I feel like this is a great way to get Shadow Weaver if you haven't had the opportunity to at this stage in the game, and she's probably the best version of Shadow Weaver so far. There is one complaint. This is a little bit bulky right here. If we look at it on the side, it kind of bulges out a little bit here, which is a little strange, and it's because there is I believe it's because there's an articulation piece in here, so you can like actually bend at the waist, which is very cool. But I think the plastic is molded to fit around that, and it's a minor complaint really. It just sort of bulges out a little bit, whereas this figure, there is not a bulge. You can just sort of see where the thighs might be. And I think that's cool. But I mean, overall, I would say this is a really, really, really fantastic figure. I can't wait to see if I can find a Manny Faces out there in the wild, at least from this wave. That's the only other one that I'm really that interested in. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Please click like and subscribe and tell your friends about the Skele Vader channel. And I got more fun stuff coming this weekend, so stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video.